Good morning, friends. It's story time. So, many of you know that I am studying Don Miguel Ruiz, and I'm pretty much convinced now that I used to be a member of the Toltec tribes, and I'm going to find out soon, so I'll come back to that later. The book that I am now reading, I think this is number 8, is The Mastery of Self. Okay? I had no idea what was going to be in this book when I picked it up, but something told me pick this one next, and it's perfect in alignment. And it goes, what's interesting about, I'm sweating, what's interesting about this particular book is there's stories around alcohol here. Was not expecting to see that in here. And one of the stories that is in this book is a story of a person who was drinking all the time, part of that party, part of the dream of the party, the social gathering of drinking, the falsehood of it feeling good, that alcohol makes us feel better, all that stuff. I've been there before. And it was really like felt like I was reading myself. And then it goes into the new space of no longer being in that dream of the social world, using alcohol as a way to cope and feel good and make it seem like you're happy. And it's that revelation of being that sober mind in that room of the drunken people and having these conversations that are pretty meaningless. And over time, seeing people, become more and more disconnected. In my times of drinking, I realized that in some settings, I would drink a lot more because I was uncomfortable. And there was a lack of love, a lack of security, and a lack of connection in those spaces. And as much as I would like to say that I felt loved in many of the spaces that I've been in, that's not correct. I don't remember what year it was, but I did have my car, my Black Swan. So I'm going to assume that this may have been in 2014 or 2015, not 15. It had to have been 2013 or 14 because I wasn't a coach yet. And I had went to a friend's place. We were all drinking. And I remember, because at this time, I'm a beer drinker, drinking a lot of beer, developed a very high tolerance with my coworkers, drinking with the guys. And at the time, my drink of choice was Golden Drak. And it's a Belgian beer. It's amazing. It was amazing. I'm never going to drink it again. Very high alcohol percentage. I don't know. I think it might have been a 15 or a 16, maybe a 14. I can't remember, but I just know that it was in the teens, and that was appealing to me because, I like to get more bang for my buck. And I was sharing it with the guys, and they were like, oh my God, this is like strong, girl. You crazy. So we leave the party, and I'm driving, and I feel like I'm just fine, but I was not fine, guys. I was not fine. And Stephanie and Desmond were following me home. And I think I swerved. I remember swerving and was like, oh shit, bitch, you better get it together. And that's when Desmond pulled on the side of me and was like, cut, pull over. So Stephanie drives my car home, and I end up staying the night at Stephanie and Desmond's house. And they definitely saved me that night because I was going to be driving to my parents' house, which was probably another maybe 10 miles or so from where they lived at. And I probably wouldn't have made it to my parents' house with the way that I was driving. And I actually did kind of scare myself with the swerve because I recognized what I did. And when I saw Desmond pull up to me, I knew that I had to listen to him. You don't not listen to Des, just so you guys know. If you guys don't know who Desmond Maxwell is, when you see him, you'll know that you don't not listen to Des, okay? He's a teacher, football coach, like he don't play. And an amazing father, amazing husband. I'm so grateful for that. At the time, I might have told them thank you, but I don't know. I know for a fact at the time I didn't realize how important and how impactful that was for them to do that for me. And they've always been amazing friends, a great example. And I will tell you, I loved Stephanie and Desmond so much because every time I would get drunk around them, I would tell them how much I love them. And I would list off all these reasons why they're like great people and they're great relationships and they're like couple goals and all this stuff. I would literally like list this stuff out every time I was drunk. And Stephanie would just be like, I love you too, girl. So, yeah, I'm going to have more stories like this because there are some more people who have came through and kind of saved me from destruction when I didn't even know I was being destructive. I just was, doing me, partying my life away, keeping up with, whatever, not even keeping up with anything, just in this false idea of like work hard, play hard, just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. I came across a video this morning of a friend on Facebook. I'm cleaning out my friends. So if you're still here, congratulations, you made it, because not a lot of people are. I'm probably going to delete about 200 people today. And it was so powerful. It was so powerful. Alcohol is it's death. It's death. And unfortunately, our society is built around the celebration of drinking. We do bottomless mimosas. We drink to deal with our kids. We drink to deal with work. We drink to deal with family. We drink to deal with relationships. We drink. And we don't sleep. We don't have energy. We're dehydrated. We're killing ourselves. I was killing myself. When I look back on different situations, I know that I am protected. I know that I have purpose. And I know that this new message of sobriety and health and abundance and creation, manifesting is real. And it's my job. It is my job to share this message with everyone. And you know what? I don't care who gets mad at me. I don't care. If you get mad, there's a reason why. I have a family full of drinkers. I grew up around it. Had my first shot of tequila probably, I don't know, maybe when I was like 12 or something like that. I used to drink the box wine out of the refrigerator and mix it with my Sprite. That might have been before I was 10. 21, 19. 19 was my, Stephanie again. 19, Halloween party when I was working at a daycare center. And I had 5 double shots of tequila in 45 minutes. Had Black Swan during that time too. Stephanie had to drive the car home. Threw up all over my room. Luckily, I had tile in there. Was able to clean that up. Yeah, I got a lot of stories, guys. I got a lot of stories. And the thing about alcohol and the way we've been conditioned is we make it look good. We make it look good. I made it look good. I made it look real good, especially in these last 6 years, because I was still able to lose weight, still able to build a business, still able to leave my corporate job. Thank God I did that, because I would have been in a dark, dark hole. I made it look so good. I had so many people telling me I was body goals. I had so many people telling me all kind of stuff. Well, I was a hot mess. But I was healing. I was healing in different ways. Every time I drank more water, every time I ate a healthy meal, every time I worked out, every time I did an affirmation, every time I did meditation, every time I went to an event, all of the books that I read, all of the mentors that I have, every single little deposit, my friends like Stephanie and Desmond, all those little deposits saved me and brought me to this day. And now I can look back. I was drinking my money away. I calculated approximately how much money we would have spent drinking from the beginning of the year until now, with birthdays, holidays, all the like crap that we use drinking for, we probably would have spent $4,000. $4,000 from January until now on alcohol. I know for a fact. I wouldn't looked it up. And now that things are back open, I'll tell you this too. We got lazy with cooking at home and started eating out at restaurants, and some food may have been healthy, some food may not have been so healthy, and we spent over $800 in June going out since things opened back up. So now we're gonna check ourselves on that. Alcohol wasn't in that, but we need to check ourselves on that, spending extra money on stuff that we don't need. But things are changing now, and we need to become more aware and get really real with ourselves about where our pain is really rooted at and what's causing us to want to escape. In this new sober space that I'm in, being a leader and inspiring people, it is taxing emotionally at times because of the self-development and the self-love and the care that I put into my days. I schedule my self-care. It is a priority. I am able to do what I do because I fill my cup up first. And that's what I teach people to do, is fill your cup up first. That includes your healing and your trauma, the things that make you want to escape the pain. When I get stressed out now, my body still wants alcohol. I can feel the cravings. I can feel me wanting the sugar, and I have to be mindful of that. And I have to ask myself, do I need this? And tell my body, like, we're healing right now. We don't need this anymore. We're going to find a new way to deal with this stress. Let's go to yoga. Let's take a walk. Let's go run. I started running again, and it's been amazing. Just wait till I get some new shoes, because I'm really going to be flying up and down these Long Beach streets, running around all over the place. And it feels good because I've been able to remove the poison from my body. If I would have been sober back when I was running 10 miles, 12 miles, doing 100,000 steps a day, do you know that when I was doing those step challenges, for anybody who knows me back in the day from the step challenges, those 70,000 days, those 60,000 days, those 100,000, those 80,000 days, I was drinking during that time too. Yeah, crazy. I should be dead. I should be dead. But I'm not. And I'm here to share the message and to tell you to cut it out. Gotta cut it out, because you are worth more than that. People are making trillions of dollars on you killing yourself because you're drinking. The rate of women drinking has grown 74%. We're drinking just as much as men, and sometimes we're drinking more than men. Because I used to brag about being able to drink men under the table. Do you know how many men paid for my Yard House bills? I've had guys pay bills that were $120, me at Yard House, drinking all kind of vodka and stuff. Because I could outdrink them, and they were impressed with it. What kind of victory is that? Wasting time, just sitting at a counter, watching sports, drinking, wasting time, going home, driving, wasting money. I spent that first year that I got my DUI, it cost me 12 grand. I made 11 grand as a coach on the side. If it wasn't for coaching, I would have had to live with my parents. If it wasn't for coaching, I would have drank myself away. If it wasn't for coaching, I wouldn't be reading the books I read. I wouldn't have found Landmark. I wouldn't have found the community that I have. I wouldn't have the clients I have. I wouldn't be serving people. I wouldn't have my wife. I wouldn't have the place I live in. I wouldn't be doing yoga at the Bluff. That's for damn sure. I'd probably still be at my corporate job, hating life, messing up stuff, probably getting written up for doing stuff drunk. I don't know. It would have been terrible. But I have protection. I have angels on my side. I have friends that care about me, and I have people to serve. And that is the reason why I am choosing to no longer engage in the false dream and BS that we tell ourselves about social drinking, drinking at home, escaping from the kids, escaping from all the stuff that is bothering us and causing our suffering. You got to get to the root. Remove those people. Leave that job. Yeah, it may be hard, but staying and suffering is harder. Pick your hard. People need you. People love you. If you have kids, if you have grandkids, you got to be there for them. You got to set the example. If we want to break these generational curses that we have been smothered by, we have to take action as individuals. No one's going to do it for us. I posted yesterday, if you aren't willing to learn, no one can save you. If you're willing to learn, no one can stop you. This girl right here be pumping out 5 books a month. No one can stop me. No one can stop me. And I'm on a mission right now to show people that you don't have to believe what society is telling you. You have power within you. You are magic. You are magic. You have millions of cells that are producing and moving around all the time. Your brain, your knees, your feet, your hands, your voice, your heart. You have purpose. Stop wasting your life with the BS that does not make you happy. You know it doesn't make you happy, so stop doing it. Because the people that you love are watching you, especially our little ones, and they're going to do every single thing that we do if we don't show them something different. I did exactly what I saw. And I was fortunate enough to have people in my life that gave me an offering of something that could save my life, and it saved my life. And now I get to be that person that gives that gift to others. So if you have that opportunity to do something different, and people are loving on you and they're sharing things with you and they're showing you a doorway, at least peek in there. Just peek in there and see what's possible. Because you don't have to suffer. There are tools and there are resources. They are hard to come by. And some of them are hidden, but they are there, and there are people advocating for you to find them. And if you want it, you will find them. You will find those people. You will find those resources. You will have that love if you're open to it. And when you see that little crack in the door, you better open it, because it's for you. Do not run away from your blessings. Do not push that away. It is for you. You deserve it. You have purpose. You are valued. You are loved. You have to take it. You have to push past the pain, because life is hard. It is hard. We have to pick our hard. We got to go through the hard stuff that's going to get us to that light that we want to see. Every day counts. Every moment counts. Every thought counts. If you're saying stuff to yourself that you know you wouldn't say to somebody you love, you wouldn't say to your kids, stop saying that stuff to yourself. It's not going to help you. You need that love back into you. Love that person that worked so hard to get to this day. Look around you. Look at what you have. Look at your home. You did that. You earned what you earned to be able to live in the space that you're living in. Congratulate yourself for that. Honor yourself for that work. Honor yourself for picking up that book. Honor yourself for taking that class. Honor yourself for watching this video. Honor yourself every single moment. Honor yourself when you're drinking water. Honor yourself when you wake up. Honor yourself when you look outside. Honor yourself when you feel the breeze, like, oh, I can feel the breeze. Thank you. Thank you for this breeze right now. That breath of fresh air felt so good in my lungs. And you feel better. Those little tiny things. I'll be saying thank you for pens and stuff, because, oh, I can write my goals down with it. I'm grateful for that. You know, we are in a space of healing right now. We're switching back to being a village and being there for one another, sharing our resources, awakening people to what's possible, awakening people to new ways of living. I will share this last thing, so I don't take up too much time here, but I knew when I went to AA back when I got my DUI that it wasn't for me. I just didn't like feel the principles of it. And after listening to Holly Whitaker's book, Quit Like a Woman, it makes perfect sense why. It was not something that spoke to my spirit. And through the habits that I've been able to form in my health journey, you know, disrupting poor behavior or patterns and replacing them with things that are serving, I know for a fact that's how I've been able to stay sober for these 6 months. I already had a system in place, and I just made the decision to do it. And then when I saw how much better my life has been since I stopped, it's been pretty freaking easy to keep going. And now I have a message that is even bigger than the first message that I had when it came to health and wellness. Now this is a matter of life and death, and a matter of saving your family, saving the people that you love. Since I've been sharing about this, I get messages all the time, every day. I'm meeting different people. Lots of people are suffering. Lots of family members are suffering. And if you want to do something about it, if you want to be that example, I invite you to join me. I invite you to join me on this mission, because we can't fail if we never quit. And if you've been watching me, you know I ain't gonna quit. And I am just getting started. So I love you all. I hope that you found something valuable in this message. If you did, feel free to share it with others. And you need to start loving on yourself. Because if you don't, no one else will. Not in the way that you need. No one can love you to healing. You can only love yourself to it. And I'm one of the advocates who's fighting for you. Fighting for your love. Fighting for your healing. Fighting for your happiness. And you will find it if you want it. Love you guys.